This guy made one decision and lost billions. Are you doing the same? On April 1st, 1976, a little computer company called Apple Inc. was founded in Cupertino, California. Most of us know that the company had two co-founders named Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. But did you know that there was a third co-founder? This little-known third co-founder is actually the guy who provided all the money and the early business expertise that enabled Apple to get off the ground. And in return for taking a chance on two unproven nerds, this third founder was given 10% equity stake in Apple. So why has most of the world never heard of this guy? Has he been too busy over the last few decades sipping Mai Tais and traveling the world with supermodels on his private jet? Well, not exactly. Unfortunately, not long after co-founding what would eventually become the most valuable company in the world, the third co-founder wound up making the worst decision in business history. In the early part of 1976, Steve Jobs was toiling away as a lowly technician at Atari, while Steve Wozniak worked as an engineer at Hewlett-Packard. As friends, Wozniak and Jobs, in their free time, loved to experiment with computers. At some point early that year, Wozniak built the hardware, operating system, and circuit boards for a very basic computer that would eventually be the Apple I. It was Jobs who actually suggested the name after returning from a fruit farm where he had subsisted on nothing but apples for more than 10 days straight. In his eyes, the name Apple was fun, spirited, and not intimidating, perfect for a piece of unfamiliar technology. It was also Jobs who suggested that Wozniak manufacture his Apple I as a commercial product that other computer enthusiasts could purchase. In order to do that, they would need to raise money and start a company. One of Jobs' co-workers at Atari was a man 20 years his senior named Ronald Wayne. Jobs became particularly enamored with Wayne after learning that he had experience starting and running companies. Prior to becoming Atari's chief product engineer, Wayne had run a handful of mildly successful companies. On April 1st, 1976, the Apple Computer Company was founded by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. 4 months later, the very first Apple I computer went on sale for $666.66, roughly $2,800 today. The Apple I was an instant smash hit that opened the door for the Apple II, which was an even bigger success. In 1976, Apple revenues reached $175,000. In 1977, revenues grew to $2.7 million. Apple went public in 1980 after doing $117 million in sales. The public offering made over 300 employees at Apple instant millionaires. But what happened to Ronald Wayne? In fact, just 12 days after forming the company with Woz and Jobs, Ronald decided to sell his entire stake back for the measly sum of $2,300. That is right, $2,300. His reason? He just didn't want to take the risk. He didn't believe these two unproven entrepreneurs could be successful. Today, a 10% stake in Apple would be worth $76 billion. Mr. Wayne has since retired and lives in a mobile home in rural Nevada. Call to action, entrepreneurship. Today, take the next 9 minutes and review your desire to build your business. Are you committed to your goals and the outcomes? If not, you may accidentally quit America's next top company.